When looking at the wild variety of life forms on our planet, you might wonder, how does DNA actually work? How can this thing be the code for all the unique traits animals have? I mean, think about it. Does DNA just exert some sort of magical force onto your cells and tell them what to do? Well, no. And actually, the underlying mechanism is surprisingly mechanical. DNA uses chemical processes to create proteins, which are the essential building blocks of bodily structures. Let's zoom in and demystify DNA. DNA strands are composed of two strong sugar and phosphate backbones, with nucleic acid molecules jutting out in patterns like so. Let's call them A, G, T, and C. As a result of their chemical properties, T only wants to bond with A and C with G. Therefore, the information of one strand is inherently encoded in the other. This is the language of genetics, and it's being read in your cells all the time. The molecule will loosen up and unwind, allowing enzymes to attach opposite acid bases to side A, effectively copying side B, with you taking on T's role. The resulting single strand is known as messenger RNA. Also created are folded strands of transfer RNA, which have a group of 3 acid bases at the bottom and a site with the right chemical properties to hold on to an amino acid at the top. Both types of RNA will exit the nucleus in the cell center and head down to a structure called a ribosome. The messenger RNA feeds through the ribosome, and what follows is a full-out organic assembly line. Think of transfer RNAs as keys and the messenger RNA as a sequence of locks. Series of 3 acid bases on the transfer RNA match with their opposites on the messenger RNA. A quick chemical reaction and the amino acids are left behind to form a nice lumpy protein. If an acid base is forced into the incorrect spot, the results can be lethal. So it really is incredible to me that our bodies, started by the DNA of just 2 cells, are able to carry on as well as they do. And not just our bodies, but the bodies of creatures who seem totally alien to us. An octopus has a central brain, but 2/3 of their brain cells extend into their 8 arms, and so their intelligence is considered decentralized. And yeah, they are intelligent, outstandingly so for an animal whose family reunion would include snails and clams. Okay, but what does any of this have to do with DNA? Do I just love octopuses and wanted them to be in this video? Well, they've been likened to aliens for a myriad of reasons, but most interesting of all is their ability to change how their DNA is expressed. Typically, adaptation only occurs after DNA itself is changed via mutation, but octopus RNA is constantly being self-edited to suit the individual's needs. This occurs most often in that unique nervous system of theirs. So you see, while there may be only just a few acid bases, the possibilities are just about infinite. The basic mechanism of DNA is deceptively simple because I've just barely started to scratch the tip of the iceberg here. So I hope this video has inspired you to learn more about biology. If you're still interested, I've linked some videos that I really think you should check out in the description down below.